Well, I've been teaching, this is my 32nd year here at Southwestern Elementary. This is the only school in which I've taught. I love Title I schools. I have my background at Norfolk State University. I have my Bachelor of Science in elementary education. Then I went back to get endorsement in grades K through 3 because I wanted to be well-rounded in elementary level. Then I went back and got my master's in pre-elementary education.
What makes her a really good teacher is that she makes stuff easy when stuff is hard. So if you need to do something, she will help you do it.
Said she'll help you, and she is very considerate and she's kind, and I think she's a really good teacher, and I'm like really excited and I'm really glad that she got District Teacher of the Year. She really deserves it.
Well, my philosophy of teaching is pretty basic. I believe in teaching the whole student, not just the academics, but to develop them socially, emotionally, and academically. I believe that they should be able to reach their potentials, and maybe the teacher should provide them with all types of avenues and opportunities for them to reach their goal. Because when she started reading the letter, I knew after the first sentence she was reading me. So I touched the teacher beside me real softly. I said, I think that's me. And I touched her again. I was like, that's me, that's me. And I got really excited. You don't know, it's just, I felt wonderful. I felt shocked, but wonderful.
Well, I've been teaching at Great Bridge. This is my 25th year teaching here. I'm a graduate of Old Dominion University, and I grew up in Portsmouth, nearby. Clearly, when I was in high school, I enjoyed band and enjoyed music and thought that would be something interesting to do. And I just really, really enjoyed it, and I went to college. And actually, I majored in music composition. I was going to be a musician. I worked in recording studios and sold pianos and did all different facets of the music business. And later on, after doing that for about 10 years, I went back to school and got my education degree with a lot of help from Dennis Zeisler at Old Dominion and Jim Page, the former music supervisor here in Chesapeake.
He teaches us lots of concepts of music, and he teaches us advanced concepts of music. And he has lots of faith in us that we can play very difficult songs sometimes. Like one we're playing now is Star Wars, and it's pretty difficult, but we all sound pretty great.
Being the middle school teacher of the year, it's quite an honor. It's kind of overwhelming, and it's nothing I would have ever dreamed of achieving, that's for sure.
And he just makes learning instruments really fun, and I love his class. Like, his class is the best class that I go to, like, every day. What I've learned the most from Mr. Orr is just a lot of life skills. He's actually taught me so much, and like how to play my instrument. I love music, and he's just made it so fun.
I have the very fortunate opportunities. We start as beginners in 6th grade, and I mean the very first lesson is how to open up a case and not have the instrument crash on the floor. And you go from that all the way till by the time they're in 8th grade, and they often sound better than high school bands. It's just amazing the progress they make in 3 short years.
I've learned more about rocks and astronomy and the moon and stuff. I've learned a lot more. She's a great teacher. She knows how to teach in her own specific way.
I actually was getting my degree in geology, and a teaching position opened up in Virginia Beach, and I took that and got my master's, continued my master's, and ended up coming to Chesapeake. Most of all, I want my students to enjoy learning. I want them to be happy when they come to school and then be lifelong learners.
The way Miss Hodges is different than my other teachers is because she does fun activities to do. Like, we do a lot of labs, and so we can like touch the rocks and feel everything we're learning and stuff.
Miss Hodges is a really good teacher, and she's really nice. She gives us lots of work, but it benefits us in the end. I've learned a lot, like how to keep organized, because she gives us a lot of worksheets, and that will really help me a lot.
When I got Citywide Teacher of the Year, I was so surprised. I thought for sure it might be somebody else, and they started reading more and more things about myself and my qualifications, and then I started thinking, maybe this is me. This is me. So I was very surprised. It was exciting. My philosophy on teaching is that every kid can learn if we give them the right tools. In ninth grade, we work on organization skills and content, of course. And once they get that down, they're good to go for a while. So I want them to love learning and get those organizational skills down. I like the kids and the camaraderie. Each day I interact with the people I work with, and they're all fun and nice. And the kids are always, bringing new things into the lesson, and they're also really funny. So it's just fun. My job is just fun.
I have a Bachelor of Science degree in vocal music, K through 12. And I started teaching as a long-term sub at Indian River High School, started with chorus. And the next year, became a full-time music teacher. I've been teaching at Indian River Middle School for the past 10 years. I was here before and left. So I have a total of 13 years in Chesapeake and a total of 16 years teaching altogether.
He's very funny and interactive with his students, and he's like a good mentor to his students.
I believe that every student has a voice and a story to tell. And I'm fortunate enough to use music as an opportunity to validate that voice for them and give them an opportunity to tell their story through song, through dance, through the dramatic presentations that we put on from year to year. Students have a lot of talent, and so with the talents that they have, I try to sharpen their skills so that they can be good performers. They can learn something about themselves, they can learn something about music, they can learn how to perform for various types of audiences, and they really enjoy doing that. The more I push them, the more they want to be pushed, and I just enjoy bringing that up out of them.
I was excited for him to have like my teacher be the teacher of the year. It was pretty cool. If you go to him to talk about something, he won't tell others, and he'll give you advice on to how to deal with the situation, which is very good.
I'm able to identify with my students, and I share with them all of the time that they are way ahead of me and in learning how to read music. And I am so excited at the end of the year when, after they have come to me with limited or no musical background or skills, that at the end of the year, they are reading music. We have some very talented teachers in our school division. I am honored and thrilled to represent our school division and to be named the overall teacher of the year. I was in shock, disbelief, and I'm still just riding this wave and trying to enjoy the moment.